If you're ready, we're going to go on the bookstore tour for the action, adventure, advocacy, and awareness, along with the soul-enriching titles available for you to help inspire and encourage your life and allow it to spill onto the lives of others. So I'm going to go through the fictional drama series that's also an audiobook, and one day will be a television drama series with your help. And we're going to also go over all the exciting devotionals for you to help ignite your life. So first, we have the 6-part drama series that I created in my free time as a busy nurse and advocate. So this is also, as I said, an exciting audiobook. We're going to go through each title because it's interconnected as this fictional drama series. And then we have the mental healing poetry devotional that you're going to love. It actually discusses life challenges along with God-ordained courage and healing to help us turn away from mindsets controlled by fear and inspiration to step into our true destiny of a faith walk and purpose-driven path. And that's exciting mental healing poetry devotional by Nurse Ann, hopefully your favorite nurse and your new indie author. So we're going to go over that. And I just released the Ignite Life Poetry Devotional to help us spill our passions to ignite healing and blessings for ourselves and for others. We're going to go over that also. And there's also the Inspiration Battles Devotional, which is soul searching with a dose of encouragement, because we all know that the battle to stay inspired can seem overwhelming at times, and God reminds us that our faith should not be in the power of people but in His wisdom. So fear not as you embark on this journey of allowing the Lord to search your life and penetrate your heart, mind, will, emotions, your everything. Whatever might seem difficult for the moment will yield a reward of peace and purpose, so that you can find new hope and inspiration on this devotional exploration. And there's an exciting, fun, unique devotional titled Word Puzzles Devotional, in which I took interesting and or new words and linked them to everyday life and our inner thought struggles. So along with some relevant biblical prescriptions to get your dose of wisdom and inspiration. And so we all want to overcome and thrive, and there's hope and new light for your life journey, medicine for your soul in this Word Puzzles devotional. We'll go over that a bit more. And the last devotional before we jump into the exciting audiobook and fictional drama series is Energize Health, Body, Mind, and Spirit to propel your total health. So we're going to go over each of the stories in the 6-part drama series, but you'll need to buckle up and ride along, because you're going to be riding along with the frontline workers as they attempt to rescue those in crisis. And to make it almost free and easier, of course, I put it in one book, which is the Mental Files First 6 Stories edition by, once again, Nurse Ann. I'm a nurse on the front lines of emergency and mental health and still going. And I wanted to highlight that empathy and advocacy for what people struggle with and go through on the street, at home, in the community, and the healthcare system, and also the caretakers and the family and the loved ones that try to help take care of them, and along with the frontline workers. But as I said, you're going to ride along with these frontline workers as they rescue those in crisis of mental, physical, and spiritual. But these shifts are 24/7. You're going to have to buckle up for this compelling ride, because it's filled with danger. Lots of action, because it's written to be a television drama series, and it's also an audiobook, and I'll show you that in a minute. But it's filled with danger, action, suspense, romance, faith, and inspiration. So you can ride along in this adventure, advocacy, awareness, action, and so much more. And as I said, it's now out as an exciting audiobook, which is the Mental Files First 6 Stories edition, Audible and iTunes. You're going to love that. I had an amazing voiceover narrator, Drama Simpson, who even added background noises, siren noises. It really brings this exciting adventure to life. And it's the Mental Files First 6 Stories edition by, once again, Nurse Ann. And I'm going to go over each title so you can see all that action, adventure, drama, advocacy, awareness. The Mental Files First 6 Stories edition. There is a link on my website, nurseann.com. That is Ann with an E. And there's also a link to my other devotionals and the spoken words, which I bring to life there for you. So, as I said, let's jump into and get to each story. So in the exciting audiobook adventure, which is interconnected, the first story is The Mental Files, Sheep Among Wolves. So what is it about? You are going to ride along with caseworker Lita and Officer Leon as they try to convince the man perched on the edge of the bridge not to do the unthinkable. And can they rescue the naive young lady whose mind is being ravaged by frightening hallucinations? Will the paranoid Julie trust the caseworker and nurses? Or will the confused little lamb listen to her so-called boyfriend that she met at the bus stop? Does the lonely caseworker fall for the handsome officer in spite of the nagging red flags? Will she rely on faith or go with her feelings? So you can join the frontline workers as they battle forces of darkness, seen and unseen. And again, these shifts are 24/7. Buckle up for this compelling ride filled with what? Action, suspense, danger, faith, romance, inspiration, so much more, which leads you into the next story. And as I said, they are all connected, and it's in the Mental Files First 6 Stories edition in one book to make it cheaper, almost free, and easier for you. But I did write individual stories as if it's a television drama series one day. Each is a new episode highlighting different mental health and different struggles that we all go through, highlighting those with the same frontline workers and highlighting their relationships throughout. So the Mental Files, Sheep Among Wolves, because there's a lot of people that are vulnerable on the street, in the system, just in general, and this just kind of highlights different things. And then that leads you into the Mental Files Book 2, Dr. John Doe. So why is the elderly man running in traffic screaming he's a doctor? So follow the officer, caseworker, nurses, and their new ride along from the street to the healthcare system. And will Leon and Lita take their relationship to the next level? Mental health struggles and thought strongholds rage in this ongoing drama. And you know, what role does God play in the outcome? The shifts are 24/7. Buckle up for this compelling ride. And that's the Mental Files, Dr. John Doe. We're going to look at some memory struggles and just different mind battles and other things, along with the Mental Files, where we deal with thought strongholds, thought disorders, homelessness, despair, addiction, relapse, and so much more. So Mental Files, Sheep Among Wolves, Dr. John Doe, which leads you into the action with A Tent Under the Bridge. We're going to look again deeper at homelessness, how the community helps, how the church helps, how sometimes even people don't want to help because they want to stay in their comfort zone. So the Mental Files, A Tent Under the Bridge. Will the homeless woman let the frontline workers help her find a safer and healthier life? Can the new paramedic handle the intense trauma and drama? Why did Julie run away again? Will the caseworker be able to trust the handsome officer again? These shifts are 24/7. Buckle up for this compelling ride. That's the Mental Files, A Tent Under the Bridge, homelessness awareness and advocacy, along with so much more. And follow the relationship drama again with these frontline workers and their families. Leading you into the Mental Files, Defenders of the Week. So this highlights bullying, advocacy, and awareness, along with anxiety, just self-loathing, so much more, helping each other through struggles. And this is right along on this continuing drama series as the frontline workers attempt to rescue those in crisis of mental, physical, and spiritual. Can Chandra break out of her paralyzing fear and anxiety? Stop allowing the bullies to take over her existence and place her in danger. Will she be able to help the stranger with a similar struggle? Or will the opposition take them both down? Will the Frontline Workers Project to help the less fortunate be thwarted by the community and some of the church members who don't want their comfort disturbed? Is the opposition willing to place others in danger to keep their status quo? Strongholds to be broken, a God who is able. The shifts are 24/7. Buckle up for this bumpy ride. So we're going to continue on. That's the Mental Files, Defenders of the Week. We all need advocates for ourselves. and for others. And that leads you into the next one is the mental files ready, willing, and able. And this highlights autism and spectrum awareness, and just also highlights sometimes someone with disabilities or labels or limitations can actually have their own unique talents and be the hero in the situation sometimes, and not to be looked down upon. So right along with these frontline workers on the continuing drama as they discover that problems exist in every type of household, for richer or poorer. And sometimes the unlikeliest of people can be the actual heroes. Abilities triumph over a spectrum of doubt in the mental files ready, willing, and able. And so will the young paramedic make wise or hasty relationship decisions? Why does the mental health nurse get sent to the emergency room? Find out about that. Can the community and church finally accept the so-called different people in their midst? Buckle up for this fictional drama series highlighting mental health and relationship drama. Discover if the team can help those in crisis. Mental, physical, and spiritual. What role does God play in the outcome? The shifts are 24/7, filled with danger, action, suspense, romance, faith, inspiration, along with that advocacy, awareness, and tons of action. And with your help, it's going to be a television drama. Oh, and we're about to get into the season finale. Before we do, make sure you follow this page. I forgot to say that. You got to say follow, like it, please. Leave your comment of just whatever you think so far, no matter what it is. Just keep it appropriate. That's going to help. Follow, like, share with someone else who could use this encouragement and advocacy and awareness. But, dun dun dun, leading you into the season finale, the mental files out of control. One more won't hurt. Or will it? When does that seemingly harmless fun cross into that realm of out of control, placing others in danger? Does the entitled patient comply with his treatment, or will he make the frontline workers pay? Will the big event get canceled due to the officer's mistake? Can he be forgiven, given the benefit of the doubt? What will reign? New beginnings or old habits? Just like in our own life, what's going to reign? New beginnings, doing better, or those old habits that try to keep us trapped in that bondage, in that box? So right along in this continuing drama series, the shifts are what? 24/7. Buckle up for this bumpy ride. And that's the mental files out of control, which is a season finale. As I said, it's written to be a television drama. It's an audiobook now out on Audible and iTunes. And it's the mental files first 6 stories edition, narrated by Drama Simpson. You're going to love it. And as I said, I did put it in one book because you're going to want the whole, it's interconnected. It's a series, a season, the mental files first 6 stories edition. So you can join that action, adventure, advocacy, awareness, empathy, and so much more. So I'm going to go over a little bit more of the devotionals just to give you an idea. And as I said, a favorite of so many people is the Mental Healing Poetry Devotional. This was my first attempt at spoken word. I was inspired by spoken word to see that it's actually a way to passionately and succinctly tell stories of real life and just bring them to life in kind of a shorter format. So the Mental Healing Poetry Devotional, the first poem I ever did is titled Screams of Shame, just bringing up some of the shame that we deal with and just how to deal with that and overcome that. There is Man on the Bridge, which highlights relapse life struggles and the caretakers. Sheep Among Wolves, which really highlights people fending for themselves, especially on the street, and sometimes battling those frightening hallucinations or other things going on in their life. Sheep Among Wolves. There is also New Light. We just talk about how sometimes we feel like we're such a mess, but how we can get past that. There is Glow, just encouraging you to shoot for your endeavors and how to do that. Street Wars and Blood on My Shoes. I was asked to write that about all the gun violence on the street, and that's pretty serious, as my experience on the front lines of emergency and trauma. There's Mother's Day poems honoring mothers. There's choices, just reminding us about the choices we make. Mental battles, we all struggle with mental battles every day, just talking about how to get some strength through that. There's ones about how to make a change. Puppeted or powerful, encaged to conformity, just help us break out of those boxes of limitations that we place on ourselves, that society and others try to place on us. And there's one about called, the last one is quietness, just helping us learn again how to slow down, take those deep breaths, take that quiet time with God, and just come to a place of peace. And as I said, there's also Energize Health, Body, Mind, and Spirit. Just talks about different ways to stay healthy in body, mind, and spirit. And you're going to enjoy this devotional because it's designed to propel your total health. So let's get started on that. Let's jumpstart your energized life of purpose. And as I said, Word Puzzles devotional is very unique and fun for a devotional because I took different, interesting, sometimes new-ish words and linked them to our everyday life and thought struggles to help us overcome and thrive, get some wisdom and inspiration, get your dose, hope and new light for your life journey, medicine for your soul. This is really fun and unique. You're going to enjoy it. It's got a lot of different exciting words. And also we all sometimes struggle with staying inspired. So this is soul searching with that dose of encouragement, inspiration, battles, devotional. You're going to love that. It's just going to help you get back some of that inspiration and courage that we all need. And I just released the Ignite Life Poetry Devotional. This is great. It's reminding us that as we go to dare to inspire and bless everyone in your path, as you go, inspire and bless yourself and others. And so, you know what? The life stories that we encounter daily are filled with struggle, triumph, sorrow, joy, self-doubt, and everything in between. So it's just a challenge to discover these stories and ignite passion and healing and potential for your own journey, along with mutual encouragement for others. And as I said, I'm Nurse Ann, hopefully your favorite nurse and new indie author, and I'm a certified emergency and mental health nurse, still going on the front lines, and I'm continually learning humanity on every level. And you know what? Our individual experiences collide to weave a patchwork of beauty and grace. So don't forget the Ignite Life Poetry Devotion on my website, nurseann.com. You can watch these. I did them on videos to bring them to life. But most important, well, we have the Mental Files First 6 Stories edition. Please join that adventure, advocacy, awareness, action. Follow this, like it, share it, leave a comment. I will see you later at nurseann.com for so much more inspirational wellness and encouragement for you and others. Have a blessed day.